So, dear students, today we are going to study about the gametogenesis in sexually reproducing organism. There is a need of gametes to perform the process of the reproduction. Gametes are haploid bodies which are produced by the gamete organisms. So, since we are studying about this gametogenesis, so first we have to know what is the gametogenesis. The process of the gametogenesis, the process of the formation of haploid gametes from diploid germ cells in gonads for sexual reproduction is called gametogenesis. Once again, process of the formation of haploid gametes from diploid germ cells in gonads for sexual reproduction is called as the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is of two types. One is the spermatogenesis and other is the oogenesis. In the spermatogenesis, there is the formation of male gametes, while oogenesis is the formation of female gamete or ovum. So we have to discuss one by one. First one is the spermatogenesis, the process of formation of sperm is called as the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis takes place in the seminiferous tubules. When we study about the structure of testis, in the testis we studied that testis consists of testicular lobule. We studied about the testis consists of testicular lobules, and these contains seminiferous tubules. And these seminiferous tubules are the site for the formation of gametes. What is So inside the seminiferous tubules, we have seen such structure. In the seminiferous tubules, this is the lining. Inner lining, it is called as the germinal epithelium. The lining, this is called as the germinal epithelium. This germinal epithelium is formed of two types of these cells. One is the spermatogenic cells and some are the Sertoli cells. Sertoli cell is little long, it elongates. So this is the Sertoli cell, and these are the spermatogenic cells, and this is the spermatogenic cells. spermatogenic cells. These are the spermatogenic cells and these are the Sertoli cell. This is lumen of seminiferous tubules. So this is the side, in these sides, this is the spermatogenic cells. These spermatogenic cells produce the male gamete or the spermatozoa, while these cells are called as Sertoli cell. These Sertoli cell provide nourishment to developing spermatozoa. So now we have to study. So the spermatogenic cells of germinal epithelium of seminiferous tubule undergoes into the mitosis or the mitotic cell division or mitosis, by which they produce the spermatogonia. They produce the spermatogonia. These spermatogonia are diploid in nature. These spermatogonia are diploid in nature. At puberty, this takes place at puberty. These spermatogonia are diploid in nature, and spermatogonia increase its number by mitosis cell division. These spermatogonia increase their number by mitosis cell division. As a result, a large number of spermatogonia are formed. A few spermatogonia stop the division and it increase in size by accumulating cytoplasm and replicates more DNA and is converted into primary spermatocyte and converted into the primary spermatocytes, while rest of the spermatogonia continue divide to produce more and more spermatogonia. These primary spermatocyte undergoes into meiosis, first cell division, and by the meiosis first cell division it produces two haploid cells. So primary spermatocyte producing two haploid cells by the meiosis first cell division, and these cells are called the secondary spermatocytes. These are called the secondary spermatocyte. Now what is the difference between primary spermatocyte and secondary spermatocyte? Primary spermatocytes are diploid in nature. Primary spermatocytes are diploid in nature, while secondary spermatocytes are haploid in nature. This secondary spermatocyte undergo into the meiosis second cell division and producing four spermatids. Secondary spermatocytes divide to produce four cells by meiosis, second cell division. These cells are called as the spermatids, and these spermatids by differentiation producing 4 spermatozoa. So what is the difference between the spermatid and the spermatozoa? Spermatids are non-motile while spermatozoa are motile in nature. So one spermatids are non-motile while spermatozoa is motile. This process is called as the spermiogenesis, the conversion of spermatids into the spermatozoa is called as the spermiogenesis, or spermiogenesis is a process by which non-motile spermatids is converted into motile spermatozoa. So a new term is there that may come in your examination: spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis, the formation of spermatozoa from spermatids, is called as the spermiogenesis. So spermatozoa, which is produced by the differentiation of spermatids, spermatozoa embedded into the Sertoli cell to take nourishment, and when it is the fully matured, it is released from Sertoli cell into the lumen of seminiferous tubules by a process called as the spermiation. So spermiation is the process by which spermatozoa are released from Sertoli cell into the lumen of seminiferous tubules. So by this process spermatozoa are produced. So from one spermatogonia, 4 spermatozoa are formed. From one spermatogonia are which ultimately develops into the primary spermatocyte, and primary spermatocytes divide to produce the secondary spermatocyte, and from secondary spermatocyte spermatids are produced, and from spermatids spermatozoa are produced. So from one spermatogonia 4 spermatozoa are produced. Now the control of spermatogenesis. How this control of spermatogenesis takes place? So we have discussed here. Now on structure, hypothalamus. Hypothalamus. This hypothalamus release GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormones. This hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin releasing hormones, and these gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulates the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. And these anterior lobe of the pituitary gland secretes two gonadotropin hormones. One is FSH and other is LH. Follicle stimulating hormone, and other is luteinizing hormone. LH, luteinizing hormone, is the hormone which stimulates the Leydig cells. Leydig cells are interstitial cell. Leydig cells are interstitial cell. These secretes the androgens. They secrete the androgen, and these androgen secretes spermatogenesis. These androgen stimulates spermatogenesis. They stimulate the spermatogenesis. So, uh, and next one, the follicle stimulating hormone FSH. It stimulates the Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells to release some factors and which stimulate the process of spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis. Process of spermiogenesis. So here once again hypothalamus is there, and this hypothalamus release GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone. These gonadotropin releasing hormone stimulates the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland to secrete gonadotropin hormones. It secretes two gonadotropin hormones. These are FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, and other is the LH, luteinizing hormone. FSH stimulate the Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells are found in the seminiferous tubules, and these provide nourishment and the protection to the spermatozoa. So these Sertoli cells release some factors and which stimulate the process of the spermiogenesis. On the other hand, luteinizing hormone, the secretes the uh, luteinizing hormone stimulates Leydig cells to produce more endogen. These are the Leydig cells are found in between the seminiferous tubule. Suppose this is the one seminiferous tubule, this is another seminiferous tubule, this is another seminiferous tubule, the other seminiferous tubule, and these outside the seminiferous tubule in the testis, these are the found. This is called the Leydig cells or interstitial cell. Leydig cells or interstitial cell. These Leydig cells secretes the endogen. These endogen stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. This process takes place at the age of the sexual maturity. This process takes place as the age of the sexual maturity, and you know that this is the endogens. These endogens also responsible not only for the for the spermatogenesis, but they are also responsible for the development of the secondary sexual characters. So and the process of the spermatogenesis. So that's all about the control, how the control of the spermatogenesis takes place. Now one more is there, structure of the spermatozoa. It consists of uh, nucleus. It is a big nucleus. It is a nucleus, and at the nucleus, at the tip, there is the acrosomal region or the acrosome. This is the what the acrosome is present. Acrosome. This is the nucleus containing nuclear materials. And after that, this is the neck region. Neck region is salt, and after that, this is the neck region. It has a long tail. This is the spermatozoa, and this is the first. This one is the head, neck, middle part, and this is the tail, and middle part is very important because it have the large number of the mitochondria. It has a large number of the mitochondria. So this is the structure of the spermatozoa. This is the structure of spermatozoa or the sperms. In the spermatozoa, This is the head region. It is consists of one head region, second is neck region, third middle phase, and fourth is the tail. So it is consists of the four part is a long tail, and the head region that is consists of the uh, one nucleus, and that contains the nuclear material. What material is found in nucleus? That contains the nucleus, and this is the haploid in nature. And peculiar feature is there that a tip, then the acrosome region is there. Acrosome contains some enzymes by which it can penetrate the egg for the fertilization. And after that, neck region and middle part, very peculiar region, there is a large number of the mitochondria, and these mitochondria produce the energy by which it can swim fast, by which it can actively swim, and it have a long tail. With the help of the tail, it can swim properly, and so this is the structure of the mito, and this is the structure of the spermatozoa. Structure of the spermatozoa. So spermatozoa, they are temporarily stored into the into the epidermis, and they comes out during the ejaculation, and they perform the process of the reproduction. Thanks for today.